Yo, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. Thanks for tuning in. Today, we're looking at the Downtown Summerlin map, and I want to get your take. What do you like about Downtown Summerlin? And then what would you like to see changed when it comes to the commercial core, the urban core of Summerlin West? And maybe what would you like to see similar to Downtown Summerlin? Before we get going, though, do me a huge favor. Shoot this video a like, and if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. All right, before we get going, though, we're actually going to be looking at this commercial map that's on the Summerlin website. On the commercial tab, we'll drop a link in the description below. But obviously, this is where Downtown Summerlin is. And so this is the only type of space we really have in Summerlin when it comes to a downtown experience. Obviously, we have the commercial core that will be going in down in Summerlin South as well. And then for those that live in Summerlin West, up here, we have our commercial core, the urban core. So here is the Downtown Summerlin map. Many of you have probably seen this before. Probably no surprise here. You obviously, if you have not seen this, you know the area, so you know what is where. Clearly, this is basically our outdoor mall. Yes, probably the anchor of Downtown Summerlin. You have Red Rock Casino, have an apartment complex here, Las Vegas Ballpark, 1700 Pavilion, City National Arena, 2 Summerlin, City National Bank, Lifetime, a condo down here, and then obviously right here is where Whole Foods and the Starbucks Reserve is going in. I don't know if I mentioned this already, but some apartments right here. These gray area blocks, these are not developed parcels yet, and this is future development. So my question to you guys is, what do you think is going in here? If you know what is going in here, drop it in the comments below. But it's my opinion that when I'm just looking at this map, and this is what I hope to see better in Summerlin West, clearly we have a ton of shopping here, nice outdoor mall. We have a great casino. But when I'm looking down here, there's not really many people living in downtown Summerlin, right? You have an apartment and you have a condo building. And I don't know about you, but most downtowns that I know of have people living in them. Yes, I understand the Willows over here, but at the end of the day, this is not that walkable for people outside of the people that live here and here. If we pop over here to this map in Summerlin, we're up here, guys, Summerlin West. Obviously, this is where the commercial core, urban core is going to be, but it's a lot different. Things are a lot closer here. I mean, you got homes in Kestrel, homes in Red Point Square, Grand Park even, that's going to be able to access this commercial core extremely easy. Now, some places obviously will have longer walks than others, but definitely a quick bike ride for most of the people living in Red Point and Kestrel. Dare I say even Reverence here, because we have the core going all the way to Lake Mead over this way. We pop over here to the land use map, just taking a basically zoomed in look at where the commercial core is going to be here in Summerlin West. All these red areas pretty much. Even this, I forget the exact, this is Village Center, but I forget what this zoning is, but it lended to more like businesses, I believe, and employment centers and things like that. But how do you guys want to see this thing laid out? I mean, obviously we have the wider sidewalks. We have basically the urban trail system. There's signage now for, biking lanes and dismount areas for bikes. Another thing that I have to say about the area up here compared to like downtown Summerlin, obviously you have Charleston on one side down there and Sahara, right? And then you have everything in between. But Charleston, Sahara, very, very main streets, 6 to 8 lanes, depending on where you're at. Up here, we have a lot of one-ways and, two lanes, 3 lanes, maybe with a turn lane at times. So I just feel like it's not going to feel as crammed and not as busy, but I could be wrong in the future. Time will tell. But what do you want to see with this layout here? What do you want to see anchored here? What do you want to see being the main focus? Obviously, we've started with houses all around it. So what are they going to build first? I don't think we need another downtown type outdoor shopping mall. I think, an anchor of a grocery store anchor, like a Whole Foods would have made sense to me. I'm not saying it should be up here. I'm just saying that a grocery store would have been a pretty big anchor with a Starbucks. Will we have a casino? Are we going to have another Red Rock type casino up this way? Or is there some other type of business that you think would be up here? Obviously we're not going to have a City National Arena. We're not going to have a Las Vegas ballpark. So what do you think could anchor or be something cool that sets us apart up this way that downtown Summerlin has that obviously we don't have anything, but what would be our Las Vegas ballpark or our City National Arena or our Red Rock Casino? Let me know in the comments below. All right, guys, that's all I got. It's my opinion that the commercial core, the urban core in Summerlin West, around Red Point, Castro, Grant Park, will be extremely walkable and rideable compared to, say, downtown Summerlin. My hope is that obviously we have plenty of residential single-family homes around it. I'm hoping that there's some more people that actually live in those areas, not just the outskirts like in downtown Summerlin. But give me your thoughts, drop a comment below, and let me know. And lastly, if you guys were down with this video, please shoot it a like. And if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel, and I'll catch you on the next one.